Hi, guys and gals. Al Smith here. Today, we're going to talk about Kokish game tries, which are used after you found a fit in hearts or spades at the two level. Let's get started. Okay, we use Kokish major suit game tries whenever we have 22 to 27 total points within 2 to 3 tricks of games. Okay, in essence, we know that we're close, or we know that we're there and we want to actually investigate slam, but we only do this with the suit is hearts or spades, and we've got a borderline hand for game or a borderline hand for slam. Okay, and we can do this with or without competition. So it's lots of different sequences where this can be employed. Whether partner is a passed or an unpassed hand, we'll explore this. Okay, vulnerability is not really a factor because you've already you're between you and your partner. You've already agreed to the major suit that's going to be trumped, and have indicated you probably have 20 plus points. So it's used whether you're vulnerable or non-vulnerable. Okay, and it's used to gather information whenever there is a possibility to make game. Remember that. It's whenever there's a possibility to make game. Okay, it's a way of asking, communicating back and forth between you and your partner what you have. Okay, it's an extremely versatile convention in that it has really 4 different parts. It can be used to ask for help in the trump suit. It can be used to help for in 2 different suits without divulging the weakness to the opponents, which is what is the problem with the traditional help suit game try. With the Kokish help suit game try, you can ask for 2 suits rather than just one without telling the opponents where your weakness is. It can also help in show help in all 3 of the unbid suits or in the unbid suits if to see if no trump is the most viable contract versus a suit contract, and it allows non-help bids to be used to describe 2 suited hands. Okay, I really shouldn't say non-help bids. They're really help bids, but we define them based upon the bidding sequence. Okay, and it's a great tool for low-level slam investigation. Not only can you explore game, but you can also explore slam by asking for specific help in different sequences so that you can explore slam. Okay, let's take a look at this in a little bit more detail in terms of the sequences. Okay, it can be initiated by the opener or the responder. In this first example here, the opener opens 1 heart and then the responder bids 2 hearts. Okay. The opener is the one that can say, hey, do you have help? Let's look at the one where we have a 4/4 plus fit. Okay, where the opener opens a minor, the responder bids a heart, and then the opener says, hey, I've got 4 plus hearts. I've got 4 plus hearts, probably 4, unless they're equal to 15 points. So now the responder can actually initiate the help suit game try. And it also can be used to initiate by the opener and the, after a 6-card fit has been shown. For example, in this example, the opener bids 1 heart, the responder bids 1 no trump semi-forcing, and the opener bid 2 hearts, indicating he or she has 6 plus hearts. Okay, now the responder knows that if that they've got at least a 6/2 fit, the responder can initiate a help suit, the Kokish help suit game try in this particular sequence. It can also be used by a pass with your partner has previously passed. Let's look at this one. These are going to parrot the ones we see them here, but we're going to have our partner has passed. In essence, our partner has passed. We bid 1 heart, pass, and then the past partner bids 2 hearts. So these are going to look exactly like this, but with a passed hand, because the 3rd seat person or the 4th seat person has an unlimited hand, and his partner has supported the major suit. then the opener can explore game by bidding, initiating the Kokish convention. It is also used over jewelry. We'll see how this works in a later lesson, where your partner passes. In this example, you open one heart, and your partner then gets two clubs, saying, "Hey, I've got 3+ hearts and 10+ points." Okay, now you can actually integrate this into jewelry and use this as part of the jewelry convention by bidding to no trump, asking your partner, or by integrating in jewelry convention. I misspoke when I said to no trump. In this particular sequence, you bid 2 spades. You'll see this later. Okay, again, you can do it with a 4-4 fit. You can do it with a 6-2 fit. Okay, and this one is not a good example because our partner didn't pass. So I'll have to go back and fix this. All right. It also can be used in competition. In this one, the partner, you opened one heart, the opponent overcalled one spade, your partner bid 2 hearts. You got enough points, you can initiate a Kokish game try. All right, so you can see how this works. There's some more examples here of how it can be used within competition. I'll let you dig through those and understand those. And it can be used by an overcaller or an advancer also. Let's take a look at here. The first seat opens a heart, the second seat overcalls a spade, the third seat bids 2 hearts, and the fourth seat bids 2 spades. Okay, the overcaller can actually initiate the Kokish helps with game try in this particular situation. So you can see it's an extremely valuable convention, can be used in many different situations. The trick is between you and your partner recognizing when it can be used and employing it. All right, let's look at this particular. Let's look at a little bit more detail at the Kokish convention. Well, first of all, what is help? Well, help is when you have ace, king, and or queen in the suit, in a suit. Okay, and it could be the ace, king, queen, could be just one of the 3, but that's the key. Help is that in terms of trick-taking ability is the ace, king, or queen. Okay, in terms of shortness, it's a singleton or a void in the suit. Okay, now let's take a look at their more detail here. Their Kokish employs 2 techniques. It has asks and it has tells. So let's look at the asks first. Okay, you can ask for help in the major suit by raising the major suit. For example, I open a heart, you bid 2 hearts, I bid 3 hearts. It says, hey, I have help in the trump suit. Do you have the ace, king, or queen of trumps? Okay, if you don't, you're going to pass the 3 level of the major suit, saying, no, I don't. If you do, you bid for the major. So the person initiating this has to be prepared for his partner to bid 4 of the major if they have the ace, king, or queen. So it's pretty straightforward. It says, hey, I have weakness in the trump suit and I need some help here. Give me a hand. Okay, the Kokish 3-way help suit game try is initiated by, if the suit is hearts, by bidding 2 spades. Okay, notice that. Hearts is initiated by bidding 2 spades. So we've got 1 heart passed, 2 hearts, comes back around the opener bids 2 hearts and say, hey, do you have help specifically in spades? Okay, that's the part of the convention that allows you to, in essence, use 2 spades as the initiation and then use 2 no trump as the response that says, yes, I have help. Notice by saying 2 no trump, I have help, it keeps the bidding at the low level and then is going to allow the opener to ask for another suit if he or she wants. Okay, if the suit is spades or if the suit is hearts and you do not have help in spades, it's a general ask up the line. Okay, remember, help is an ace, king, or queen, or singleton or void. You can make a second ask if there is room after the first positive response. This first example up here, you said you had help in spades. Well, if you bid 3 clubs, it says, hey, partner, do you have help in clubs? If you bid 3 diamonds, it says, hey, if you have partner, I'm not interested in clubs, but do you have help in diamonds? Okay, those are the forms of the ask. You ask for help in trump, and you can ask for help, general helps, and specific general helps, okay, by using the Kokish convention. Okay, the tells. Okay, there are certain situations where you want to tell your partner that you have certain shapes and points. Okay, the first one, if you bid a 3 of a new suit, it says, hey, partner, I have a 2 suited hand. My second is a 5+ card good suit. Okay, and generally this is used when you want to investigate slam. It can also be used to investigate game. So that in essence, because it's not asking your partner for support in the suit, you want to be in essence telling your partner you're at least 5/5 in terms of the distribution. You've got a second good card suit. And if you've got the right cards, I'm probably interested in slam. And the third one, the fourth component of Kokish is you could actually tell your partner you've got a game going hand, you have a boy in a suit. And you use this by bidding 4 of the suit. And again, by bidding 4, you're saying, hey, partner, I'm interested in slam. Not game, but because bidding to 4 of the suit tells your partner that you're interested in slam. If your partner has no interest, they'll bid 4 of the major, or they'll either do a first or second round control bid, or they'll initiate 1430 Blackwood or 1431 of the ace or key card asking conventions. All right, let's take a look at the Kokish ask a little bit more in specific. Let's say the suit is hearts, you've agreed to hearts, and your partner bids 2 spades. It says, do you have help in spades? Okay, if you do, you bid 2 no trumps. Says, I've got help in spades. If you don't, but you do have help in clubs, you would bid 3 clubs. By bidding 3 clubs, you're denying help in spades. If you bid 3 diamonds, it's that I got help in diamonds, but I do not have help in spades or clubs. So you can, and the 3 hearts says, nope, I don't have help in any of those suits. And finally, if you bid 3 no trump, it says, hey, yeah, I got help in all 3 of the unbid suits. Now, if it happens to be a 4-4 fit and it's an agreement, the major suit is one that was first bid by the responder, you would only be saying you have help in the 2 unbid suits. So you can see how descriptive this is in terms of telling your partner where you specifically have help, where you don't have help. Okay. Now, if it's a suit of spades, it becomes a general help suit ask and says, show me your help up the line, just like we're showing help up the line over here in hearts. And when we don't have spade support, 3 clubs says, I've got club help, and then diamonds, hearts, 9 clubs and diamonds, and so forth. All right, so you can see how that works. All right, now notice that you're always going up the line. The reason you're going up the line is because it sets up the situation where you can have ask for help in another suit. Isn't that cool? You can ask for help in 2 suits. Okay, so you're not limited to saying, oh, my partner's got something in clubs, but I want to, and that's helpful, but what I really want to know is, does he also have help in diamonds? Okay, so after your partner's indicated help in the suit, if you bid 3 of the major, it says, hey, the second specific quotient is you bid, if there's a gap, is to bid the suit that you want help in. Okay, now this kind of resembles the general help suit game tribe, because it says, hey, I need help in diamonds, and do you have it? If you don't, if your partner does not have help, they're going to bid 3 of the major. Okay, so no, I don't have help. Now the problem with this is it tells the opponents that that's a weakness, and that's probably what they should leave. But Okay, at the same time, if you don't get the information, you can only take a stab in the dark. So this is much better because it will keep you out of unmakeable games when you need specific help and your partner doesn't have it. Okay, if your partner does have help, they're going to bid for the major because you've initiated the second step. You said they told you they have help in suit 1, then you've asked for suit 2. If they have help, they're going to bid. They're going to assume you've got plenty of points to make and shape to make game and bid for the major. Okay, if the response was 3 no trump up here, it says, hey, I've got help in all 3 of the unbid suits or all the unbid suits. Now it's up to the declarer to decide where the contract would be best played. Okay, if the person that bid the major first has a balanced hand and little to no roughing power, they're going to say, aha, 3 no trump is the best contract and pass the 3 no trump response. If they've got roughing power, they're going to go ahead and bid for the major. If the responder to Kokish bid 3 of the major response, okay, they're going to, if the initiator doesn't have enough for game, they're going to pass. Otherwise, they're going to bid 3 no trump or 4 no trump or 4 of the major. Okay, now this is a situation where the person initiating Kokish actually knows they have enough points for a game, but it's kind of at least tentatively exploring slam. Okay. Now let's take a look at a couple of examples here. Okay. Now, should the major suit bidder use Kokish? Let's look at this first one here. The opener bid 1 heart, responder bid 2 hearts. What does the opener have? Well, he's got 15 length points. Okay, now let's count losers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losers. All right, now, generally, with a 2 over 1 raise, 2 hearts over 1 heart, you can count on your partner having 1 to 2 winners. In usual situations, they might have 3. Okay, but we've got 6 losers. So in order to make game, we need our partner would have to have 3 winners. So it's not really, it's possible, but not real probable. So let's take a look at our values. Well, this king, queen are naked. Okay, it's very possible that we're going to lose one of these 2, creating not a 6 loser hand, but a 7 loser hand. So, you know, what we're going to do is use our bridge judgment and say, well, we're just not strong enough. Even though we've got 15 length points, we're too weak, we're going to pass. Okay, the probabilities aren't with us that this queen and this king are going to take tricks and that our partner is going to be able to produce 3 winners. All right, let's look at the second one here. All right, we've got 1 spade, 2 spades. Same type of approach. Now let's take a look at here. We've got 16 length points. We've got 9, 10, 15 high card points plus 1, but we've got our diamonds, our powerful suit. We've got some shape here. We've got a singleton club. So we only have 5 losers with this hand. All right, it's very probable our partner has. There's a high probability our partner might have 2 winners. So we're going to initiate the Kokish game try in this particular situation by bidding 2 no trump. And because the suit is spades, the 2 no trump is a non-specific help game try and says, show me your help up the line. So if our partner bids 3 clubs, that tells us they have the ace or the king, probable because we have shortness. If they bid diamonds, we know they have shortness or the ace. But let's say that they bid 3 clubs. We can ask for hearts or we can ask for diamonds, depending on what we think at that particular moment. All right, let's take a look at another example here. We've got 1 heart, 2 hearts. All right, and we've got a very distributional hand. We've got 6 hearts, 16 length points. We've got 5 loser hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now we're pretty sure that we want to go to game. Okay, you know, even though we don't have enough points, our partners only promised us, if we're using constructive races, 8 to 9 distribution points, but that puts us right at 24 to 25. We know we're going to game. So what do we want to tell our partner in this situation? Well, if our partner had the right values, let's say that our partner had the ace of spades, the queen of hearts, that's 6 points, and the king, queen of diamonds, that would be 11, which is possible, or even the king of diamonds, which would make it 9. We might have a slam. So what we want to do is we want to give our partner a positive response and tell them that we have a second suit, a second 5+ card good suit. So what are we going to do in this situation? Well, because we've got the void, we're going to want to tell our partner about that void. We're interested in potentially exploring slam. So we're going to bid 4 clubs and say, partner, we've got a void in clubs and we're potentially interested in slam. Are your values in the other suits? If they're not in the other suits, but let's say he's got a king, queen of clubs, it's going to be wasted. He's going to get 4 hearts and sign off. If his values are in diamonds and spades and hearts, hey, he's going to initiate, he's going to continue the investigation of slam. Let's look at the situation where we've got a singleton. We've got, what do we got here? We've got 6 spades, 16 length points. We've got 5 losers again. This time we've got a singleton club. So we don't want to bid clubs because 4 clubs of bid jumping to the 4 level shows a void. But we've got a second strong suit. So what we want to do here is we want to show that suit by bidding 3 diamonds. By bidding 3 diamonds, by bypassing 2 no trump in this situation, bidding 3 diamonds says I've got 5+ diamonds as a strong suit. I want to investigate both game and slam. Our partner is going, if they're not interested in anything, is going to bid 3 spades, in which case then we can bid 4 because we have sufficient values to go to 4. All right, let's look at the situation of how the opener responds, or of what happens after Kokish is initiated. In this one, our partner opened 1 heart. We supported by bidding 2 hearts, and he says, bids 2 spades, saying, hey, do you have help in spades? Let's look at our hand here. We've got 9 distribution points, so we know that he's probably got around 15 or 15+ points, so we're getting close to game. We've got the 3 hearts as we promised. Now we've got the ace of clubs and the king of diamonds. Okay, do we have help in spades? No, we don't, because we've got the 5-2. We don't have a singleton or void. We don't have the ace, king, or queen. Okay, but we do have help in clubs. So what we're going to do is bid 3 clubs. Now let's say that our partner says, well, that sounds interesting. It kind of complements my hand. And then he bids 3 diamonds and saying, do you have help in diamonds? And we go, oh yeah, we have help in diamonds. We're going to bid 4 hearts because we have help. If we didn't have help after we bid 3 diamonds, we would bid 3 hearts saying, nope, no help in diamonds. Let's look at this one here. We've got 1 heart, 2 hearts, 2 spades. It's asking for help in spades again. Okay, and this time we have no help anywhere. Well, we do have help in diamonds, so we actually probably should bid 3 diamonds. Although sometimes I don't really like those queens. It's kind of how you're feeling. It's a dirty Harry situation. You're feeling lucky today, but you actually should bid 3 diamonds. I'm going to change this to 3 diamonds in the handout because that's really that's what we should be doing. All right, let me write that down. And this is slide 7. All right, thanks for had to take a little break here. Okay, here partner opened a club, responder bid a heart, and the opener has, hey, I've got 4 hearts, and bid 2 hearts. And now the responder says, hey, we might have game, and bids 2 spades. Okay, wants to know whether the opener has help in spades. Well, let's look at this. The opener's got 16 distribution points. Okay, so very strong possibility for game. Does he have help in spades? Yeah, he's got a singleton. That's help. So he bids 2 no trump. And 2 no trump says, hey, I got help in spades. And his partner alerts the bid because it's an two-no trump is an artificial bid that says, yeah, I got help in spades. Let's look at another example. We've got one club, one spade, two spades is the agreement. Now the responder again initiates Kokish by bidding two-no trump. Okay, and this time, okay, the opener's got 13 high card and distribution board. It's got a really flat hand. Actually, got too many cards in the hand, so we'll fix that too. Okay, 4, 8, 11, 14. We're gonna fix that. Okay, and we've got help in all the other suits. So he bids three-no trump. So you can see how the three-way comes in there. Say, hey, I got help in all the other unbid suits. Okay, you really didn't have to have help in clubs because partner had bid clubs. All right, let's come back to after the partner of the person to the one called the major suit bidders ask for help in the second suit. So in this situation, we have one heart, two hearts. It comes back to the opener bid two spades, saying, "Do you have help in spades?" And the responder said, "Yes." Now what? Well, if we look at this hand, what would you want? We know we've got help in spades, so we're probably down to one loser. What do you want to know at this particular point in time? What you really want to know is, does your partner have a complementing value like the ace of diamonds in this particular hand? So what we're going to do here, we're going to ask for help in diamonds. Okay, asking for clubs, help in clubs doesn't make a lot of sense, because if they have the queen, they're going to say yes. They have the king, they're going to say yes. But it doesn't tell you anything positive about actually trick-taking capability. By asking for the ace of diamonds, it tells you that if your partner has the ace of diamonds, you definitely want to be in the game. If they don't, it becomes a little bit iffy, and you're going to have to make up your mind later. So the opener is going to bid three diamonds, saying you have help in diamonds. Let's look at this one. Basically the same situation. In this one, the bidding has been one heart, two hearts, two spades asking for help in spades, and the responder says, hey, I don't have help in spades and I don't have help in clubs, but I've got help in diamonds. All right, so we know that there's no help and no help in spades. So we've got 5 losers in those suits. All right, now we're really concerned now, because 3 spades, 3 hearts is actually going to be in jeopardy. Even though we've got a fit in hearts, we've got complementing values in diamonds, we've got 5 losers. If the opponents take those off the top, we're going to be down 1. We're going to bid 3 hearts and sign off and hope for the best. All right. Well, that concludes the lesson on the Kokish help game try. It is an extremely powerful convention. It's much better than any other approach to help suits, suit game tries. It has lots of versatility, can be used in lots of different sequences. It's well worth the time needed to master it. So you have a great day, and I hope you start using this particular convention, because it will make a world of difference to your game.